Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. Say go New York, go New York, go.
All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Wednesday night. We got a lot to talk about tonight, man, because the Knicks and the Heat would clash in a battle of playoff implications. The rivalry renewed, the last game of the season series. And with the return of the floor general, you were hoping that the Knicks would come out the gates hot, but that was not the case. It was slow going. Brunson struggled, Randle struggled, RJ struggled, and unfortunately the Knicks would lose Julius Randle. By the end of the first half with a sprained ankle, you hope he recovers. So who would deliver for the Knicks? It was a sixth man of the year, Immanuel Quickley, with 24 points off the bench, 8 of 14 from the field, leading the way for the squad. And how about Quentin Grimes? 23 points for Grimes, 8 of 24 from the field. Knicks also getting significant contributions from Josh Hart, Isaiah Hartenstien, and leading the Knicks to a 101-92 victory over the Heat. Season series goes to the Knicks. Knicks now up 4 games in the standings, in that 5th spot. And the magic number is now 2. Knicks Nation, we got to talk about it tonight. CP the Fanchise, Alex Rotaro, Stratocaster, KFTV postgame live, presented by Manscaped. Al, when you get a win over the Heat, I'm going to explain my previous comments a little later, but when you get a win over the Heat, when you put them in the rearview mirror, 4 games up, when you're able to do it without your big 3 having good games and losing Julius Randle to injury, I'm putting this up there as the best win of the season. There have been several. Talk about the Boston game. There's been several. The Denver game. This was it right here. A gut check win when they didn't have it. I mean, this Knicks team gave up. How many turnovers did this team give up tonight? This team gave up 16 turnovers, which led to 19 Heat points.
7 in the first quarter.
7 in the first quarter. 7 in the first quarter. You look at the stats. Brunson 12. Barrett 12. Julius 3. This is a game they should have lost. But let's break this thing down brick by brick, man. Because on the last show, we talked about Immanuel Quickley's brilliance in terms of his development in year 3. Credit to Tom Thibodeau. In terms of him leading the race for the NBA Sixth Man of the Award. And if there was any question about who should win, Immanuel Quickley should have sealed it tonight. Bring that trophy to MSG come playoff time.
The Himinator, baby.
The Himinator. Bring that trophy to MSG come game 3 of the first round. Because Immanuel Quickley, as soon as he got in the game, whether it was the second quarter or the late third, things changed. They needed it badly because the floor general Brunson came back from the bruised hand. He didn't have it. Whether it was conditioning, not getting used to the cast, a little bit leery to be aggressive. He wasn't on his A game. He didn't have it. So for Quickley to come in and just take over and be the floor general, you saw Brunson deferring to Quickley. You saw Brunson deferring to Quickley like, here, you run the offense. Right. It's your show. And we talked about what you need from your sixth man and being the energy guy off the bench, being versatile. That was Quick tonight, man. Your thoughts on Quick tonight?
He was fantastic, man. And you said it. I don't want to hear any more conversations about, how many games should he start to be the sixth man of the year. I don't want to hear none of that, okay? He's done everything you needed to have done to seal up that award at this point because you talk about he's averaging 14 points. You talk about his defense being a two-way player. He's improved as a rebounder. He's improved as a playmaker. You saw tonight, he got activated, man. even moments where I got upset against the last Miami Heat game where he would just chuck a three. He said, yo, let's calm it down and let's get a play out of this. Finding Hartenstien on a pick and roll, keeping the ball swinging, finding Quentin Grimes for a critical three in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? Like, this is the type of stuff that you want to see from a guy who's going to be in the nomination for Sixth Man of the Year. And on top of that, once again, I don't want to hear any, like, how many games do you have to start and all of this, man, because guys have done it in the past before.
Hey, Hero just won it last year with 11. He just won it last year with 11.
Exactly. But it's not even that. There's guys in the past who've won it with even more. I'm pulling it up right now. Jamal Crawford, when he won back in 2013, 2014, he started 24 out of 69 games. Lou Williams, when he won back in, I think, I don't have the year. I'm sorry. When Lou Williams won, 19 out of 79 games. 19 out of 79 games he started. Lamar Odom started 35 out of 82 and won Sixth Man of the Year. Quick has even surpassed the 20 game started mark. Doesn't even matter. I don't want to hear that nonsense. Kid has been impactful. You want to talk about Malcolm Brogdon? You know what? They got Jason Tatum. They got Jaylen Brown. They got a solid squad. We talked to Keith Smith about this for a game preview. It's Batman and Robin on that team. Brogdon is a luxury. I wrote it for KnicksFanTV.com. Quickley is the third most impactful player on this team. Showed it once again tonight. Your floor general couldn't finish the game tonight, but got extra rest. Julius Randle goes down, as you already noted.
Yeah.
Who comes in to drive, get contact while driving down the lane, get to the free throw line, even though he started off missing some free throws. Finding guys. That is the value of a sixth man. Okay? He is needed on this team in order for them to stay playoff contention.
Yeah.
All right? This New York Knicks team is a complete team effort. And Quick is one of those top three guys that's helping them get this fifth seed right now.
I mean,
Sixth Man of the Year. Make it a lock.
You know, when you talk about the energy and being versatile, there were so many big plays that he made in this game. But one in particular was him coming in the third. And you knew once he came in with 2 minutes left in the third, he was playing the whole game. So that's how Thibs had to manage the minutes with them losing Randle. With 54 seconds left, he hits a three. And then on the next possession, gets a steal off a bad pass by Oladipo, hits a nice reverse layup in transition. That's energy. That's momentum breaker. And that's how you close the half out strong. So Quick was great. Quick was absolutely great. 24 points of Quickley tonight, 8 of 14 from the field, 2 of 5 from downtown. Yes, needed to make the free throws. The team as a whole, free throws just was not their friend to start the game off, but they were able to rebound and get the win. Great job by Quick. Another guy who's been trending, bro. How about Quentin Grimes? Grimes Hive. If Grimes Hive, as the leader of the Grimes Hive, myself, yes, me. Are you in
the Burks Hive?
Yes, I have, but, you know, he's in Detroit. Maybe we'll get him next year. But the Grimes Hive, I've never left. I have never left. And tonight was interesting because with Brunson coming back, I was very curious to see what type of game Grimes would have. He was hot the last 3 games. He was hot when Brunson was not in. They did play well together in Miami. He did play well. They didn't go to him in the fourth quarter, but he did play well. But I was still curious to see, would they go to him and would he stay aggressive? And they did. Both things happened. 23 points for Quentin Grimes, 8 rebounds, 4 dimes, 1 steal. This was definitely one of his best games, I think, of his career. 8 of 14 from the field, 5 of 10 from downtown. Grimes is just impressive, man. Number one, knocking down the shots. That's his go-to. You got to knock down those threes. We need him to shoot the 3 ball well. He's done that. 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. Putting the ball on the floor, attacking the closeouts, a very aggressive Heat defense. He found his bigs for a couple of easy slams, whether it was Mitch or Hartenstien, and then playing solid defense, man. This was a great game from Quentin Grimes, and I can only just hope that he can keep this up, man, because they're going to need him as they head into the postseason. Big night for Quentin Grimes, bro. Your thoughts?
Absolutely. Over the last 4 games since Quentin Grimes has been on a good streak right now, he is averaging 16 points, shooting 53.5% from the field, shooting 53 40% from downtown off a high volume, 7.5 3-point attempts.
Big
okay.
volume.
Averaging 4.5 rebounds, 3.8 assists, averaging 0.3 turnovers too, with that 3.8 assists. Look at that.
Yeah.
And averaging just slightly over 1 steal again with 1.3. Grimes is starting to get into some good rhythm. Once again, will he be able to continue this when you have like a healthy Randle, healthy Brunson? These are questions we want to see going into the playoffs. But for tonight, man, so instrumental for what we needed, because between him and Quickley, you're talking about two top guys who are your top defenders on the perimeter, right? Also giving you some playmaking tonight. Look, Grimes got you 4 assists and strong rebounds too. Critical rebounds too.
Yep.
With him and Josh Hart, man, between both of them, that was the comp by some draft analyst that he would be another Josh Hart on this team.
Yep.
8 rebounds, both of them.
Big.
Him and Hart grabbing 8 boards.
Big.
Playing big tonight, man. Playing big tonight.
Yeah, and we'll talk about why that was key to close the game. But great game by Quentin Grimes. Grimes Hive, stand up. We in here tonight. We in here heavy. You can't talk about this win tonight, in my opinion, without talking about the contributions from Isaiah Hartenstien. What did I tell you about Hartenstien, man?
What did
I tell you about Hartenstien?
Here we go.
Didn't I tell you that this guy was going to deliver as a backup big? I told you about this guy, man.
CP's redemption tour right here. You were walking that line back very quickly and quietly too. You're like, I don't know, man. I was hyping this guy up. But yes, Hartenstien, you can be loud and proud. You can pump out your chest right now because he's playing well. One thing I'll say about Hartenstien tonight.
To my madness, but go ahead.
The one thing I'll say about Hartenstien, I was really impressed. He had that ankle injury to start off the season, which may have hindered his performance. But the fact that he was able to stay in front of Tyler Hero, right? That was impressive, man. That was impressive. But go off on your guy.
I mean, but the thing is, bro, is that this was not even his strength coming in. But tonight, I thought his pick and roll defense, picking up the ball handler and the roll man, I thought he was great. He had to handle Bam tonight. That's a tough cover.
Mm-hmm.
That is a tough cover, especially when Mitch has been in a bit of a slump. Mitch hasn't been there. You know what I'm saying? For Hartenstein to come in as a backup, he had to take on Bam. He had to guard in the pick and roll. I thought he was great tonight. And then also, again, flashing the passes. He found, who did he find for that backdoor pass late in the game? He had 2 assists tonight, 2 steals.
Josh Hart.
Found Josh Hart. They ran that backdoor set right there. Found Josh Hart for an easy score. I thought Hartenstein was great. I thought he was great tonight, man.
Hartenstein played really well tonight. 9 rebounds. You talk about 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Got you 6 points. I really wish that he got that easy layup in the fourth quarter. Like that one hurt. But he's been good, man. He's been good to close out the stretch. And when you see Mitch struggling, once again, it comes back to when you have 2 centers that can pick up for one another when one's not playing well. That's good. But the passing is what really separates him from what Mitch can do. Like Mitch, total rim protector, has been the guy like you're the foundation for what the Knicks defense is, being that rim protector, right? Being that ultimate protector, the safety valve. But Hartenstein, his passing, man, like finding Hart on those things, whether it's or finding anybody, even when he missed Quentin Grimes on the perimeter for a 3, it's like the fact that he can think that fast and know where his teammates are. That changes everything. That causes the defense to scramble. I really like the passing aspect of having it from him as a center. That is key for what the Knicks are doing, especially with that second unit.
Huge key. And listen, there's a method to my madness, man. What have I been telling you all this time? These guys, they watch the show. So when I say things, it's a message, man. You guys, you've been with us for a while. You guys been watching the show for a while. What happens when we air these guys out? They come up big and deliver. All right? Let me wear my CAA hat with pride. Trust me, man. Just trust. Okay, now, moving on. I'm very happy about this win. If you guys are happy about this win, can we get some likes up in the chat? We got 2,200 people watching. Number 1 show for the fans by the fans. Knicks got a statement win tonight. Magic number is down to 1. 4 games put the Heat in the rear view mirror. If you're happy about that, let's get those likes up. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. You guys know the drill. 2,200.
I'm thinking of a
people.
different emoji. I'm thinking of a different emoji that should be in the chat.
All right. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Throw some windows in the Throw some windows emoji.
Throw some window emojis in the chat, man. Let's go. Throw some window emojis in the chat here. 2,200 people in here. We in here heavy. Salute to all the channel members. We're gonna acknowledge them as soon as we get through our takes. And salute to everybody for the super chats as well. We definitely see you, and we will get to it as soon as we get through a couple more minutes. Josh Hart. There was a caller who called in last week or last game, Monday.
Yep.
That was talking about Hart. He's in a bit of a slump. And my reply was, well, scoring that's not what he's here for, right? His scoring is a plus. What you want him to do the little things. You want him to do the dirty work. Get out in the boards. Get us out in transition. Play tough defense. Play the mind games with some of the star players. That's what you want to do, the intangibles. Some of the things that don't appear on the box score. But tonight, he was back to being that guy. Because I thought he was a core component to getting us this win tonight. 13 points for Hart, 8 boards, 3 dimes, 2 steals, 6 or 7 from the field. And in the fourth alone, 6 points, 4 rebounds for Hart. Instrumental, the Knicks got into they had a 1-point lead with about 6 minutes left. They go on a 6-0 run, and that was pretty much it. I thought Hart was instrumental in that portion of the fourth quarter, big time.
Absolutely, CP. We got to go through Josh Hart's stats because he's been here for 20 games.
Let's do it.
Through 20 games, he's averaging 11 points. He's shooting 62.2% from the field. He is shooting 56.8% from downtown. Now, it's on low volume. It's 2.2 3-point attempts, but 56.8%. I'll take it. 80% at the free throw line, averaging 6.7 rebounds, 3.7 assists, 1.5 steals. This dude's a monster. Absolute monster. 11 points. It's not, like you said, it's not going to be this. It's not the scoring. The box score looks nice, especially with the efficiency from the field, right? But it's everything else. It's the steals, good floor game, high IQ passing, just getting the hockey pass, all of that stuff that you want from this guy who is truly, truly, truly embodied what a Tom Thibodeau player is. And every time he steps on the court, I can only just look for positive things to say about him. And even when the caller called in and said that was a down game, like he's been in a little bit of a slump. Yeah. If that's a slump for Josh Hart,
right.
I'll take that every single day, bro.
That's right.
Every single day. This man has been dynamo. He has just added so much to the bench.
Yeah.
Difference maker.
He was great, man. He was great in that fourth quarter. And the big story was not only Brunson coming back, but they lost Julius to an ankle injury. And that was tough because as you know, you're in a big game, you're fighting here, a couple of games left. They lose Julius Randle to an ankle injury, and so it was going to be interesting to see how they got on without him. Now they did start Obi in the second half. Obi was relatively ineffective, and in the fourth quarter, how about this? In the fourth quarter, Thibs opts to go small. He chooses to go IQ, RJ, Quentin Grimes, Josh Hart, and Isaiah Hartenstien. How about that? How about a little adjustment? Isn't that what we're looking for?
We are. It's just, does it really have to be this way?
Isn't that what we're looking for here? How about a little adjustment?
Does it really have to be this way, though? Come on now. That's all my question is, like, why does it have to be due to injury? But, I hope Julius Randle's okay, man. He's a big part of what the Knicks do. But it's good to see that this team rallied without Julius Randle. My question is, moving forward, what does this mean for, like, what is Julius Randle's injury? How long is he out for? Because playoffs are right around the corner. You're talking about 5 games left in the regular season. You got the Cleveland Cavaliers on Friday. Will he even be ready to go? He looked like he was in a lot of pain.
It was bad injury.
It
was a bad injury.
Yeah. So I'm not like the way he was walking off, the way he was he had to just try to walk it off on the court just to take his free throws, just so he could stay active to stay in the game. I'm not 100% certain that we're going to see him for this Cavs game. May not even see him for the Wizards game, but if this team can hold off, can continue to win and close out the season strong without him, I say get him some rest, man, because he's played a lot of games. You're going to need him more so in the playoffs, but hopefully he's okay, man. He's not out for too long.
He's been an Iron Man for them. No question about it. He's been an Iron Man. He's played every game this year. This is why this game was big, because it gives him a little bit of breathing room.
Yep.
At least as far as the Heat are concerned. Did the Nets beat the Rockets? What was the score of that Nets-Rockets game? I didn't get a chance to check.
Nets beat the Rockets.
Nets beat the Rockets.
With a minute left to go. Somehow they won 123 to 114.
Okay. Well, at least against the Heat, it was big. They have solidified, at worst, a 6 seed. So no play-in. Yep. This is another reason why it was big. I'm not sure. I don't think you see Julius for this week at all, man. That looked like a bad ankle injury.
It does.
I don't think you see him this week at all. So it's going to be left to be seen how they survive. But they were able to do so tonight with that smaller lineup. And I thought Thibs had a lot of confidence going there because of Hart and what he brings. The toughness, the physicality, and his prowess as a rebounder. You had a lot of strong rebounders in that lineup. Between IQ, RJ's been a pretty good rebounder for his career. Grimes. Strong one for Grimes. Hart and Hartenstien has been rebounding the ball well. Thibs was able to trust those guys. And then you had Grimes and Quickley as the perimeter defenders. You have Hart, who's been in between. He's been letting a lot of stuff go on the perimeter, but he still plays tough. You have RJ to play big, and you have Hartenstien out there to play big and stay versatile. I thought that was an interesting mix, and those guys got the job done, man. Those guys, they played the entire fourth quarter together. And they got the job done. They got it done, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And kudos to them. It'll be interesting to see that lineup against the Cavaliers.
Oof.
And see how that works, because you're going to have the Twin Towers down there. And Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. So that'll be interesting to see. That'll be very interesting.
Obi better eat his Wheaties, man. Obi better eat his Wheaties. Or does he go Mitch and Hartenstien?
Oh, brother.
Do you go Mitch and Hartenstien? Let's see what Thibs has.
Or do you go back to the old tried and true what he did when Obi was out, which is Hartenstien and Jericho Sims.
And Sims. Let's see.
This is an interesting case for Obi, because you talk about Julius Randle goes out. The only other true power forward on the team is Obi Toppin.
Yeah.
You only get 17 minutes. Goes 2 for 4 on the field. Thought he rebounded the ball pretty decently. Got you 4 assists.
Even with no Julius.
6 points.
Obi Thibs is not playing that. He
no.
said, no, Obi, we're going small.
Yeah, he was like, no. In Thibs' mind, he was thinking like, I'm trying to figure out. In his mind, I want to lock this win up. I'm not taking any chances.
Yeah,
but it's interesting, man. This whole Obi Toppin case is very interesting, considering he was getting 15. I think he was averaging 15 minutes last season. So what do you do now? And especially, we've seen him do well towards the end of last season. I'm curious to see what happens with Obi at this point, moving forward without Julius.
Yes, indeed. And we will see on Friday as they take on a hot Cleveland Cavaliers team led by the Spider Donovan Mitchell. Boy, oh boy, that storyline is taking form as these two teams are on a collision course for a first-round matchup in the playoffs, boy. Oh, boy. It's
going to be good, man. The storylines are going to be crazy.
It's going to be good. And speaking of which, that is our game of the week. We are recording our game of the week preview this Thursday, so make sure you guys look out for that as we release that Thursday evening. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Hit that like button. Smash that subscribe button. Share this video right now. The Knicks just got a big win, 101-92 over the Miami Heat. This is KFTV postgame live. CP the Fanchise, Alex Ratarz, Stratocast on the ones and twos. Let me shout out my channel members in the building, Al. Shout out to CT Pittman. He's celebrating his 2-month anniversary as a Fanchise channel member. He says, You're found a way to get the dub. We ready. Shout out to CT Pittman, man. Shout out to Maxwell Walter, longtime fan of the show, has joined the Fanchise channel membership. So, Maxwell, appreciate you. Shout out to Lawrence Smith as well, who just joined the Fanchise channel memberships. We got Russell Whiskey celebrating 2 months as a Fanchise channel member. He says we played like a team in the second half. Yeah, absolutely did, because they played probably the worst brand of basketball you could play in the first quarter in particular, when they had 7 turnovers, they hit no free throws, and your big three did nothing. So to see them be able to overcome a Randle injury, and overcome a lack of productivity between Brunson and RJ. Now, RJ did get a timely 3 in the fourth quarter to get them to 100. That was a big win, man. Because if you would have told me that neither of those, the 3 of those guys weren't going to play well, they were going to have so many turnovers against a hungry Miami Heat team who they're fighting for playoff position, I wouldn't have believed it. No way.
On Clyde's birthday. Happy birthday to Walt Clyde Frazier.
I mean, bro, this team shot 52% from the stripe.
Crazy.
How do you win this game but by grit? How do you win this game but by grit, man? Incredible. This is why I say this, to me, is the win of the year, because it wasn't pretty, it was gritty. That's how we get down in New York. It wasn't pretty.
Thankfully, they didn't give Jimmy Butler the Michael Jordan treatment tonight.
That is true. That is true. And one of the plays I really liked on that one was it was late. I don't remember if it was late in the third or in the fourth. And Jimmy was coming down for one of his like patented, just like put pressure on the defense and draw contact on the line. And Grimes was on him. And I like the fact that Grimes, like right at the end, kind of eased off of him, because he knew Jimmy was going to lower that shoulder and try to draw contact. And Jimmy had such a bad angle towards the basket that I think he threw it away. Either threw it away or he missed the basket. I thought that was good defense by Grimes and good timing. Really good job by him.
Absolutely.
Great job. Shout out to Stephen Gomez. He's new to the Fanchise channel memberships. Shout out to Stephen Gomez. We got a $20 super chat from the Rhyme Animal Chuck D, man. Everybody throw a hashtag PE in the chat. He says IQ is absolutely insane. He single-handedly wore the floor out. Miami was gassed trying to keep up with them. That pass to Hart. Oh my God. His free throw was crazy, but IQ was like AI tonight. Salutes also to Quentin Grimes, Josh Hart, and get well Julius Randle. Yeah, that one pass, that baseline skip pass that he had to Hartenstien.
That was nice. From the right corner three,
From the right corner.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I was
so impressed by that one.
Yeah, that was a big one. So shout out to IQ on that. Shout out to TM celebrating 2 months as a Fanchise channel member and the number one mod in the chat, man. And he makes a Discord go. So shout out to TM. He says magic number is down to 1. Shout out to Quentin Gilliam, who also joined the Fanchise channel memberships. And shout out to Sean Richardson. Welcome to the Fanchise channel memberships. Let's get to the phones, man. Hear what the people got to say. Let's go to Benji. Benji from Manhattan, man. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rapid fire. I called on Monday, and I was talking about how Hart has been more impactful than Mitch recently, and that came to fruition again today. Yeah. So I know you were talking about how Hart was your guy. Well, I was calling it out a couple of days ago, and I've noticed that the last 4 or 5 games, the problem with Mitch is, I guess when he's not getting the lobs, he kind of gets disinterested on the offensive end. I don't know what it is. He gets taken out of the game. But Hart can just do more. He may not be the most skilled player, but he's just doing more on there. He's playing with his effort, his passing, his ability to dive on the floor, and his defense was great tonight. Yeah. He was forcing Bam with some really tough shots and bodying up and, like you said, guarding Hero on the perimeter. So big ups to him. Big ups to Quentin Grimes. Yes. As most of you know, I've never been the biggest Grimes guy because he's the reason my guy Evan is sitting. Yeah. But beyond that, but Grimes has hit 23s over the last 4 games. Yep. He's shooting 20 for 39 over the last 4 games from 3. He's been outstanding. I thought tonight was one of his best games of the season. I thought so. I know the Dallas game that we lost. I think he may have had his most points of the season, but he was blown, like from the outset of the game. He was rebounding, pushing the ball up the floor. His shot just looked so smooth, man. It was so refreshing to see. Like you could see the promise in this player. Lastly, Josh Hart is 10 for 11 from the field over the last 2 games. And like Alex said, shooting 62% from the field as a Knick and like 56% from 3. Guys like a superhero sub, man. Absolutely amazing. Moving forward, I think we got to rest these guys, man. I mean, the good news is our first playoffs game will probably be in about 17 days. So if Randle has like a serious sprain, hopefully 2 to 3 weeks gives him time to heal. But we got to rest these other guys, man. I know Friday is a game against the Cavs, and we're likely going to be playing them. But like, it's not that important a game right now. As of right now, there's not much pressure on that game. So I would rather dig into the bench. This game means less, man. We have to focus on what we're doing in the playoffs. So great show, guys. Amazing win, best of the season. This is a really special night. So much love and excited for Friday.
Okay. Appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the call. What do you guys think of the chat, man? What was that rapid fire? It was. What do you guys think? Was that a rapid fire Benji call? He's usually a little bit more longer winded. I let him go a little bit longer because he was repping my guy Grimes. I'm Grimes Hive. What do you think, Al? What do you think? We didn't put the timer on him. We didn't give him the shot.
We didn't put the timer on him, but he's getting better. He's getting better with the rapid. He's getting better with the rapid fire. All right. It's like Quickley's development in mid-range shooting. It just takes time, a little bit more development. He's getting there. Although I like how he snuck Evan Fournier right back.
Oh, he always does, doesn't he? He always does, man. No doubt about it. Shout out to our guy Benji. Anyway, man, great caller. Speaking of Quentin Grimes, Al and good people in the chat, here was Grimes on his approach tonight. Hopefully the audio quality is a little bit better tonight. It hasn't been lately, but let's see how it goes. Courtesy of SNY. Here he goes.
Yeah, this is kind of just something that I've been working on in the summer. I knew, like, coming in, they were going to be closing out harder on me, knowing I'm a shooter, so I kind of had to be able to make read and react drills off of that during the summer with Coach Erms, either dropping baseline or driving to the middle, just reading the defender and closing at me, and I felt like getting more and more game reps in kind of made it easy for me to make those reads.
All right, so Grimes talking about his attacking the closeouts. That was something that I actually spoke to him about back in Summer League because I was noticing that he was way more. It just seems like he was way more intentional in terms of attacking the basket from Summer League and not just settling for threes. He just wanted to be more of a better overall playmaker, and it's been paying dividends. I mean, it's been a little bit of a mixed bag, but as of late, he's been looking good. He's
I mean, for a second-year player, you have a mixed bag. I feel like we saw it with Quickley last season. We're seeing it for Grimes this season. Next year, for me, will probably be I want to see what he looks like next season, just because you have another NBA offseason, continue to do some training. You see that some of the moves that he wants to add, like behind the back dribble, like the sidestep 3 that he took today. So it just needs more repetition there. I'm curious to see what he does next season, but you see the way that he's able to, when he has his mind set up and he's in attack mode and not being passive, like not driving the lane, seeing defenders in front of him at the rim and then just passing out. When he knows he wants to go finish around the rim, that's when he's at his best. Yeah. When he's just in pure attack mode, that's when he's at his best. Then he knows that he like innately knows that good balance between shooting the 3, attacking the lane, finding a teammate. And that's what he's done over these past 4 games. So shout out to Quentin Grimes for starting to figure it out around a critical time as playoffs approach. With 5 games left. Absolutely, man. Shout out to Shane. Shane has joined the channel, Fanchise channel membership. Salute to Shane. Salute to my guy D-Roy in the chat. Big up to D-Roy. Shout out Brian Burnside. $20 super chat says Big W. Worried about Julius. Some Knicks fans got their wish. Julius is the engine. Get better, big dog. No, they definitely need Julius, and that's why, look, I got a little hype after the game. If some of you that were listening to JD's post-game show, a play-by-play show, shout out to JD. He came back from load management, came back from the injured list, and had a great play-by-play show. What did you say, CP? I got a little hype. What did you say? Yes, I said I'm jumping out the window. However, I meant in regards to tonight's game. Yeah, okay. This was a big game. Okay. This is Miami Heat. This is our hated rivals. I am the #1 Heat hater. I still am. So to do that, to put them in the rearview mirror,
4 games up. Magic numbers 2. Yeah, I jumped a little bit. I did. However, as it relates to this team, I'm still chilling with the window cracked. I'm watching from the outside. We just lost Julius tonight. You got Brunson coming back. He's hobbled with the foot. Now it's the hand. We don't know what type of, how he's really feeling. Can he shoot with the cast on? What will happen when guys smack down on the hand? Looked like somebody tried to do that today with Gabe Vincent. His defense is looking kind of shaky. Yeah, Gabe Vincent out there looking like Nick Tiny Archibald out there. So there's a lot of concerns. But at the same time, I'll stay in the present. I'll enjoy the victory over a heated rival. That's my take. That's reasonable, isn't it?
CP, join us, CP. Join us. We're jumping out the window. Come on, my man. Come on, my brother. You must jump and see the light. Look at behind me, man. Look how beautiful that scenery is. You can jump outside with us, be outside, enjoy the moment. Know that the New York Knicks have depth on this team, okay? Hopefully Julius comes back. Hopefully Brunson is ready to go. But look at the view outside.
Oh, my Lord,
we just defeated.
bro.
What do I have to tell you, man? Come on. The New York Knicks are 3-1 against the Boston Celtics this season. They're also 3-1 against the Miami Heat. What more do you need? What more do you need, CP?
I need the playoffs to start to see what they're made of. And I need them there close to 100%. And they got 5 games left to get back right. It's in 2 weeks. Well, no. So playoffs is in 3 weeks. 2 weeks.
Are you going to jump out the window before the playoffs start, man?
No. Oh. No. Because like I said,
Lord.
you have to get there healthy first and foremost. And then you got to execute. That's what I've been telling you guys through all these win streaks, through everything. I'm right. I'm in the moment. 101-92, Knicks win big. You got to get there healthy, man. He just lost Julius. That's a bad ankle injury, bro.
I hear you. We hope that Julius is better, man. We hope that Julius is better. But as long as it's an ankle sprain, we'll get more information tomorrow since they're in New York.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I'm just saying this team is getting battle tested, bro. This team's getting battle tested.
I hear you, man. I hear you. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's hear from Thibs, and let's hear from Thibs on Randle, and then we're gonna get to Jay from East New York on the phones. Here's Thibs on Julius's condition. So to everybody in the chat, hit that thumbs up button for you boys.
Julius, how bad is it?
Will be evaluated tomorrow. It's a sprain, so that's about the extent of it. So we'll see where he is tomorrow.
Did they say whether it was a high ankle sprain?
They didn't. They just said sprained ankle. Take a look at it. We'll go from there.
Yeah, that's one thing. You definitely hope it's not a high ankle sprain. So Thibs says they will evaluate him. All right, Jay from East New York. Jay, go ahead and unmute your mic on the Discord.
CP Alex, y'all hear me?
Loud and clear. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, we all seen the game, so, I'm going to just give the game ball to my guy Quickley. He stepped up again. I was actually shocked that Thibs made an adjustment and, let Brunson rest out for the rest of the fourth and let Quickley do his thing. But just from moving forward now, unfortunately, Julius is injured. I think Thibs is actually going to have to reach in his bag now, and now he's going to actually have to come up with some schemes. I think that we might see a Mitch Hart lineup, especially going against the Cleveland Cavaliers because they got a big lineup. So I think that'll be the best way to go and actually give the bench players like Sims and Obi more minutes because now that Julius is down, you got to kind of use more guys. You can't stick to a 9-man. You kind of got to reach deeper into that bag, and I think the players is ready. Our youth is stepping up. We just beat a tough Miami team, and it was the young guys, Quickley and Grimes. They stepped up.
Yeah. I was surprised, man. Surprised they were able to pull this out and pull away in impressive fashion. But give credit to these guys because they felt that sense of urgency. I thought Quickley has had it since Brunson went down. He's just playing very focused. He understands the magnitude of the moment and his role and how critical it is to get this team off on the right track when he's in the game and deliver a victory. Josh Hart always wears that on his sleeve. So just seeing the two of them operating out there, Hartenstien, playing well, Grimes, it was a gutty win, man. This was a gutty win. This is why, to me, the best win of the season, because they were able to do it with their big three being largely ineffective. So, great job there, man. Definitely great job there. All right, let's get to some more calls here, Al. Let's get to some more calls. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Who do you want to hear from? Let's go to Orlando. Bryce from Orlando. What's going on?
Hey, CP, what's going on, man?
What's good, man? How you doing? You first-time caller, bro?
Man. Nah, I'm always calling. I'm usually Bryce from Amityville. I have moved out.
Okay, all right.
Yes, sir, but I'm here to tell you I'm with the Stratocaster, man. I'm with Alex, man.
Oh, you out of here?
Style, New York. Can you say that again?
I say you out of there? Did you jump? You jumping? What's the
situation? I'm out the window.
Let's go.
Style, 2006.
All right, no doubt. What you think about the game?
I am. Yeah, man. QG, man. You know what the underrated part about QG is? Quentin Grimes. He's a secret playmaker. Once this guy runs people off the line and he gets to the rim, he can dish the rock. And he's going to be a big part when it comes to the playoffs, too. Of course, IQ did his thing. Hartenstien. Now, all of a sudden, you Hartenstien high, but he's been playing absolutely well, man. Shout out to the Knicks, man.
Yeah. So to you, man. So to you. Yeah, Grimes.
That's all I need to say.
Appreciate it, bro. Grimes has been hot. You just hope he continues it because, he fills a big role as a 3-and-D player, but not just that, but as a guy who's capable of putting the ball on the floor. And without your floor general, without Brunson being able to go out there and make plays not only for himself but also for the team, you need it from other guys. And Quickley, his versatility is on display. Comes right off the bench. Boom, boom, boom. What do you need me to do? Need me to score? Okay, got it. You need me to facilitate? Got it. Grimes, Hartenstien, Hart. The offense got going once these guys got into it, once Quickley and these guys got into the game and got into a flow.
Yeah. And, it's especially on Quickley how Tom Thibodeau always says he doesn't really designate a position. He's just a good basketball player. And you continuously see that on a night-to-night basis with how he's just able to control the game. And it's slowing down for him. He's starting to see plays, not just the quick reads, right? Not just like driving the lane and just making a quick pass out to the perimeter, but he's looking like 2-3 steps ahead. To find players to get that hockey assist is another level. And you're starting to see him organize the offense a little bit better. So for Quickley, man, his improvement is it's just been immense for this team. It's been so needed because you see it. Without Brunson tonight, you need somebody to step up in crunch time. Tonight, Captain Clutch was Immanuel Quickley.
Well said, man. Well said. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Speaking of Quick, let's hear Quick's post-game thoughts on his big night, courtesy of SNY. Salute.
Off the bench, obviously, because Jalen started. Did you feel like you sparked the team a little bit when you came in?
I try to do that every time I'm in the game, try to use my energy and my competitiveness to try to give the team a little boost. And, I hope I could try to do that tonight.
Off the bench.
All right, shout out to our guy Ian Begley for the question. Here's Quick on Julius.
Spirits.
Yeah, he was good. He seemed like he was good. Honestly, I don't know the severity of it. I know it was bad just by the reaction when they showed the replay, but he was in good spirits when I talked to him.
All right, so Quick says Julius was in good spirits. All right, so that's good to hear. Quick says that's all he tries to do, man. Is just be that spark off the bench. Jay Serano on the Discord. Jay Serano, are you there, sir? Are you there? Jay Serano, going once. Ooh, we got first-time calls on the Discord. You guys got to be ready, man.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
There
it's
he is.
Jay. Hello?
Jay, you made it at the buzzer, man. What's up? Talk to us, man. How you feeling? Hello. Oh, he got scared. He got scared and put his mic on mute. Jay,
hey, I just want to. It's a great win for tonight.
Yeah.
I'm really happy about how we won this game, considering that Randle went down, and it was something that we needed to do.
Okay.
And Grimes is the next Ray Allen 2.0.
Okay.
He is not. I'm not talking about the Ray Allen on the Miami Heat or Celtic teams. I'm talking about the Bucks Ray Allen
In the prime.
Seattle Supersonics.
He got game.
Ray Allen. I think there's a lot to his game, more than just 3-point shooting. I think he's amazing. And let's go Knicks. Shout out to you guys. Thank you.
Salute to Jake. He's all the way out the window. He said Grimes is Ray Allen. Okay, all right. We'll take it for tonight. Big win.
Not Celtics Ray Allen.
No, yeah,
not Heat Ray Allen.
He
said
made it very
Bucks
clear.
Ray Allen.
He said he got game, folks, in his prime.
He said this is Ray Allen moving in transition, dunking on people.
Yeah, don't sleep. Ray Allen was a beast. He was a beast, boy, in his prime. Absolute bucket. One of the best to ever do it. Jake Demoore on the Discord. Jake, how you feeling, bro?
Hey, feeling great, guys. How are you?
Good, man. Where are you calling in from?
Calling in from New York. Dreary old
go.
Manhattan.
There we go. He said dreary. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great. Just watching this game, it was great to see the young guys step up.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that I think this Knicks team has lacked in years past, even when they've been good. Another thing, it's just we're going to need all these guys to step up. And tonight really showed me that we actually could make some noise in the playoffs. I don't know if I'm jumping out the window yet, but I'm close. And on that note, Immanuel Quickley, another huge start, another huge Knicks win. What else can you say? He's been a revelation, especially in the second half of the season, taking a big step forward, and it's great to see. One game note, I was definitely concerned. We were seeing kind of like the same old Knicks in the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
They were sleepwalking through the first 15 minutes of that game.
Yeah.
They looked like they played last night. It was rough.
Right.
But then Thibs called the timeout around 9 minutes in the second. Knicks took the lead in short order on an 11-0 run. I think Quick might have come in at that point. So the consistency of effort has really been there this season, and that's what I wanted to see from this group. And then my last point, which is kind of a question for you guys. I still feel like we give up way too many open corner threes, and it seems to be schematic. I don't know what Thibs is doing, but it seems like the help defender always drags towards the block and the paint versus covering that guy, in the corner. And I worry that in the playoffs, that may come back to burn us. Really appreciate you guys taking my call. Thank you so much, and have a great night.
Appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate the call, Jake. On the slow start, I thought that was just a product of your key playmakers just not having it. Brunson didn't have it, and whether it was conditioning, was it the foot, was it getting adjusted to the hand, whatever it was, he didn't have it. And if your floor general's out of it, and he's the one that's going to make your offense go, you're going to have a tough go at it. Mm-hmm. Then secondly, you look towards Julius. What does Julius have? Julius didn't even score in the first quarter. Or did he score 2 in the first quarter? He was 0
for 3 in the first quarter.
He was 0 for 3, right? One of the best players in the first quarter gave you 0. So if those two guys are out of it, there's your answer. You just hope that one, Julius can get back healthy, and even Brunson's got to get back healthy, man. Because if they can't afford him to be 50% in the playoffs, can't afford it.
Nope, not at all.
Can't afford it. So I'm just not sure. And then the corner 3 thing, I think it is scheme. Miami's another team that does that. They'll give that up. Miami gives up a ton of threes. If you look at Miami's defense, they're all about protecting the paint and preventing easy buckets. They'll give up a ton of threes. They give up a ton of threes, including the easiest one, which is the corner. So I think that could be just be a scheme thing. I'd like to see how efficient the Cavs were from the corners this year. That'd be interesting to look at.
Mm-hmm. So it is scheme. That's kind of like what Tom Thibodeau is about. He's all about protecting the paint. Just from like what I read, he's all about protecting the paint, and then the icing is to force the driver to make that cross-court pass to the corner 3. That is what that whole defensive scheme is about. But on the season as a whole, everyone's just sagging into the paint, just trying to wall it off, and then everyone's trying to close out. That's just been the entire system at this point for Tom Thibodeau. With regards to Jalen Brunson injury and Julius Randle, CP, are you looking for guys to get rest towards the end of the season at this point? Like, what are you looking at? Do you want to see this team close out with what we saw tonight? Are you trying to manage Jalen Brunson's minutes just because you don't want that hand to get hurt anymore? Obviously, you want to make sure Randle's ready because it's Brunson, Randle. Those are your two best isolation scorers. Yeah. That's what makes the Knicks offense go. Are you looking for, so like at the end, are you looking for these guys to get rest, like, and just rely on everybody else with 5 games left?
It's tough, man. Definitely Julius. I don't think you can afford to have him out there playing on a bad ankle. That just helps no one. You know what I mean? And with Brunson, it just depends on how he's feeling, man. I don't know if that foot, it will be fully healed. Is it something that he has to play on? Because, like, you know, defense hasn't been a strong point, but he's gotten worse defensively.
Yeah.
He's gotten worse. I mean, it's to the point guys are blowing right past him.
Yeah.
So it's just tough, man. It's tough. I got to see what they do. Once they clinch, maybe that's a different story. You know what I mean? Maybe that's
if they clinch, story. I would certainly rest the guys that you need to rest, because even though this team is deep, it's not. If you lose either Brunson or Randle, it'll be tough sledding.
Yeah.
In the playoffs, and you need them fully healthy come playoff time.
Right.
I think with Randle, I think you just try to see how far this team can go without him at this point, because I'd rather have him fully ready for the playoffs than him come back 50, 75%, re-aggravate the ankle, and then you don't even have him for the playoffs. And for Brunson, maybe you start managing his minutes. And if you watch Quickley tonight and you're like, okay, we just defeated a Heat team that's, they got something to play for. They're hungry, right? And yet you still finish the game with Immanuel Quickley, Quentin Grimes, RJ Barrett, right? Josh Hart, and Isaiah Hartenstien. You were still able to get that win. And a 10, like, what was it? They won by 10, right?
Yeah.
I think they won by 10 points? Or 9 points. They won by 9 points. 9. They won by 9. Still, that's impressive. That's impressive, because it was a tied game at one point. So I wouldn't shy too far away from thinking about giving some guys some rest, especially Brunson, man. Like, and I know you talk about the defense being lackluster at this point. How many point guards in the league do you really look for from defense when they're that good offensively and your playmaker? Like, do you really look at that from Damian Lillard, Steph Curry, stuff like that? Like, I know Drew Holiday's a good defensive point guard, but how many point guards are you really looking to be that defensive guy?
I mean, bro, you're going to be going up against two of the best in the playoffs, man. In Garland and Donovan Mitchell. And you throw in a Karis LeVert, who they could throw in there. And on top of that, you have Brunson, you have RJ, you have Julius, who are inconsistent defenders. It's not just him individually, it's as a unit. This is why you lean in on Hart and Quickley so much, and maybe even a Grimes. Does Thibs go offense, defense in the playoffs? I will be very interested to see. You got to manage your timeouts properly. How are you gonna? You're gonna have to do that, bro.
Yeah.
Even if he's your best offensive player, the way Quickley's play right now on offense, you might see Grimes, Quickley, Hart out there in meaningful spots in the fourth, because you can't afford to give up an inch. So
I wouldn't be mad at it. I mean, if Quickley's playing like he did tonight, and you still got that playmaking, plus Josh Hart and Quentin Grimes, who can give you some spot playmaking too. I think that can fill the void of not having Brunson out there, especially if it's for defensive issues.
Yeah, a lot to think about, man. And how comfortable do they feel in the 5th spot? I mean, let's take a look at the standings right now, if they are updated, and they should be. Knicks are 44-33, so they are updated. 77 games in, 5 games left. They are 4 games back. Okay, so how far back are the Cavs from the Sixers? They're 2.5 back. Cavs are in back of the Sixers by 2.5. You have Celtics in back of the Bucks by 3. You figure the Bucks should have that. Philly's in back of the Celtics by 2. 2 games. It's interesting, man. And then the Nets, Knicks are up on the Nets by 3.5, and they're up 4 on the Heat with 5 to go. You know, maybe if they clinch, they start resting guys, or maybe it's a minutes distribution thing where guys get less. Maybe if Brunson gets a little bit less, you lean on it quickly. Maybe you throw McBride in there a little bit, keep him fresh.
Yeah.
You know, get him warmed up for the playoffs in case you need him. You get a McBride in there, get him some minutes. Decisions, man.
Those are all good suggestions, man. Those are all good suggestions. I think using the depth that you have just to work your way in, especially when you look at and this is not to poo-poo anybody or anything like that, but when you start to look at the remainder of the schedule after Cleveland, you got the Pelicans.
Yeah.
You got, well, let me start off in correct order. After Cleveland this Friday, you got Sunday with the Washington Wizards. You got next Wednesday with Indiana Pacers. Friday, New Orleans Pelicans. Sunday, Indiana Pacers. I mean, I'm not saying that's going to be a cakewalk, but I think those are much more manageable games.
Yeah.
With your bench unit, right? Like relying on it quickly, relying on someone like Grimes as a second-year player. Cleveland's going to be tough. Cleveland's hot.
Cleveland is hot. Spider is hot right now, man. Spider is hot right now. So let's see how that plays out. I found this stat on the Heat to be pretty interesting, even though we don't really care about them that much. But there may be some Heat fans in here, and we'll talk about it.
Care about the who?
39 Heat games have come down to 5 points or less. That's 2 away from the all-time record. 5 points or less. 39 games this season. So you're talking about a bucket here and a bucket there. This
changes everything.
It means everything. You know, this team could be 5th. They could be 10th. Maybe they're 4th. 39 Heat games have come down to 5 points or less.
And you know, it's interesting, speaking with Wes, who covers the Miami Heat and has some bylines for the Miami Herald and the Ringer. He said this is a team that does not want to be in the play-in. They're old.
Yeah,
they do not want it. They don't want to take that chance.
Yeah.
They do not want to take that chance. So for me, I'm just smiling.
Yeah.
As a Knicks fan.
Trav says Heat are missing something. Yeah, they're missing Bam being a true superstar. And I thought, and we'll get off this in a second because we're not Heat fans, but just talking overall basketball, I thought Bam's game was going to evolve into something a little bit more.
Dude, they gave him a baseline mid-range jumper about like 15 to 18 feet out, and he did not want to take it at all.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, defensively, he's one of the best. But offensively, I thought his game was going to evolve into something a little bit more with the versatility that he has, and it just hasn't. And I think that's part of what's missing. Like, Jimmy's Jimmy, but Jimmy's getting old. Jimmy's 3rd in the league in clutch points. He might get the clutch point award.
Yeah.
Hero has his moments. He's not a star, but he's still a good player. But they need another superstar next to Jimmy. And I thought it was Bam that was going to ascend to that guy, but he's not really that guy. He's more of a defense supporting cast type of guy. And then they have no point guard. You know, the Lowry acquisition was the worst. Stevie Wonder could have seen that one. And that's it. We did have a Duncan Robinson sighting. Duncan Robinson came into this game looking like Ray Allen. I don't know where he came from. They gave him that big contract, the big bag, and then benched him.
5 years, $90 million.
Sent him packing to like the Virgin Islands or something. Brought him back out of the streets. Brought him back from the beach. And he's out there letting it fly. So Spoelstra went into the bench.
Oh, man. He should. He's been well rested, man.
Yeah, right. That's a fact. Even Oladipo was in this. So Spoelstra was looking for some answers tonight. And he didn't get it. Because Quickley, Hart, Grimes, Hartenstien closed the door. Let's take a look at this thing by the numbers, man. By the numbers, brought to you guys by Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy. One of the stats that jump out the screen at you, Al, and again, surprising that this team was able to win. 52% from the charity stripe. The Knicks shot 52%.
That's gross.
Free throws. IQ, as great as a game as he had, clanging him from the stripe. He was looking like Mitch.
Shocking, man. That has probably been the most shocking development of the game this season is his free throw shooting.
Crazy. Crazy. What else we got here from the team stats-wise? Knicks shot the ball 41% from downtown. Good sign. Quentin Grimes being a large contributor to that. Knicks winning the rebounding battle 47-35 as you expected them to. Another one where you look at this stat, you look at the free throws, you look at the fact that the big three didn't have it. 16 Knicks turnovers led to 19 Heat points. And the Knicks are still able to win this game. Crazy. 44 points in the paint to 28. Knicks winning that battle there. 14 fast break points to 9. You had, let's see this. I lost the stat. 24 lead changes in this game.
Oh, yeah.
14 ties. And that doesn't go to show you how evenly matched these teams are. 24 lead changes in this
Crazy.
game. 24 lead changes, bro.
My heart was in my throat watching this entire game, especially from the jump.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Absolutely incredible. Any other stats jump out to you, Al, before we move into prize?
Nah, just the 3-point shooting was very clutch tonight. You shot essentially 42% from the field.
Yep.
Off of hitting 13 out of 31. I think that was the biggest turnaround for the Knicks because Miami Heat went right back down to reality, shooting 13 for 39, shooting 33.3% from three-point land, not scorching hot at the 50% like they were last week. So you knew they had to come back down to earth. So that was a big takeaway for how the Knicks were able to win this one, but also taking advantage of going out in the fast break, man. That transition scoring, especially when you have the Hart and Grimes back-to-back easy transition buckets, stuff like that, man. I always say, if you can get easy points like that, the game's going to go smoothly.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And those two back-to-back plays, to me, that was a turning point in the game. Oh, that was the game ended right there on that fourth quarter run by those guys. So great job by them in terms of getting the job done. Ladies and gentlemen, the key stats of the night is once again brought to you guys by Prize Picks. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy. For you guys in the chat that have never played Prize Picks or have never seen it, check it out, man. Go to prizepicks.com, use promo code KFTV, and they will give you an instant deposit match of up to $100. Now, how do you play Prize Picks? It's very easy. You're going to pick between 2 to 6 players, and you can choose between the NBA, which we play. You have hockey going on. You have baseball, which is starting up. Yankees opening day tomorrow. I'll be watching that, of course. Shout out to Anthony Volpe. Let's go. And you have a number of them. So you can pick between 2 to 6 players. You have a number of stats that you can choose from, and then you're just going to predict whether or not that player is going to do more or less than the given stat projection for that night. Will they do more? Will they do less? Now, here's how I look tonight, Al. It wasn't that great. I'll tell you one thing. It wasn't that great.
Oh, man.
I went with Jimmy Butler tonight with more than 24 points. He's been killing the Knicks this year. He did rest last night against the Raptors. Expected a big night from Jimmy Buckets, and he finished with 12. So that's what I get for betting against my team. Now, I went with RJ tonight. I thought RJ's number was pretty low, man, at 18.5 points. Even with Brunson coming back, I didn't think he was going to be as productive, so I was expecting the production to come elsewhere in that starting five. 18 points, for RJ, he should have been able to get it with a couple of buckets and a couple of free throws. RJ had a bad night. Outside of that timely three that he hit in the fourth quarter, he couldn't finish from 3 inches, much less 3 feet. He couldn't finish. He could not finish a single bucket. So there that is. He finished with 12 points and a bad night despite the win. Now, Devin Booker is in action right now with Phoenix hosting the Minnesota Timberwolves. Book has been hot. Even with the return of Kevin Durant tonight, I went with Devin Booker with more than 27.5 points. He has 12 right now, midway through the third. We'll see what happens there. Now, also in this Knicks game, I went with Mitch. I thought Mitch's number was fairly low at 14.5 points, rebounds, and assists, and he finished with 9. But, with Hartenstien playing the way that he's playing, Mitch's minutes have been coming down, so I should have expected that one. Wasn't a good pick for me. Now, the last thing I did, as I mentioned, baseball season is in, and they have the full season projections for Major League Baseball, and one of this full season projections they have are home runs. And they're doing a deal for the next 24 hours. I believe it's 24 hours until opening day, till the season starts. I picked Shohei Ohtani for you baseball fans with more than 30.5 home runs. They discounted it by 11%. So they dropped his number down from the 40s to 30.5. I took that one. So I won't know the outcome of this sheet until October. But for you people in the chat, check it out. Check it out. If you're into the baseball, I went with Shohei Ohtani with more than 30.5 home runs. So maybe he'll save my sheet tonight, and I'll make some money in October. I'll let you guys know when the NBA season kicks off. Next season,
brother.
I'll check back on this sheet. I'll let you know how I did. But they did have Judge up there as well, 45.5 home runs. I did like that one, but I didn't select it. But I went with Ohtani because he was on sale, and I think he's gonna hit that number, 30.5. How'd you do tonight?
That's funny, man. Yeah. That's funny. They have to wait until October to figure that out.
Yeah.
It reminds me of when you put on a coat, you're walking outside, and you find some loose change in your pocket. Like, oh snap! $5-10 bills. Let's go.
Let's go. You're a new man, rich. Let's get it.
Rich. Your day is made.
Yes,
you can finally afford that beer outside of New York City.
Yep.
For me though, terrible sheet tonight. I don't even want to talk about it, but I know I have to. But here we go. I chose Luka Doncic to get more than 31 points. Think go against the Sixers, right? Going against the Sixers tonight. You know, that should be a good competitive battle. Ended with 24, so didn't hit there. I took Julius Randle. Now, the thing about Prize Picks, if a player goes down as a DNP, whether they're rested before the game or if they get injured, it doesn't count. So your sheet goes from a 5 to 4. So that doesn't count. I didn't lose there because Julius went out. Although I did choose him to get more than 8 rebounds. He had 5 before he went out. I was on good pace because that was in the second quarter.
Yep.
I took LeBron James to get more than 38.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He just finished shy with 36. So missed out on that. Let's see. I think the Kings are playing right now. I took Sabonis to be less than 39.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Still waiting on that one to finish up. And then RJ Barrett, he's so good at hitting the free throws, man. But tonight he killed me. I took him to make more than 4 because usually when he plays the Heat, he gets to the line, he knocks down his free throws, and he's been pretty good over the last couple of weeks. But only hit 2 tonight, man.
Yeah.
So my sheet was just busted. Sad because I did well the other night.
It was a lackluster one for young RJ. But so yeah, like I said, key stats of the night, man. Brought to you by Prize Picks. Go to prizepicks.com. Use promo code KFTV for an instant deposit match of up to $100. Okay, here was RJ's thoughts on tonight's game, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to RJ Barrett. He's rocking, what are these, Versace's? These look expensive, man. RJ in the locker room looking real jiggy in the locker room. Okay, here we go. Here's RJ's thoughts on tonight's win.
Season series, but this pretty much solidifies that you will end up in the top 6 and most likely 5th. I mean, can you describe how you approach this game, kind of knowing the importance of it?
Very big game. I think we all knew that. They knew it as well. It was a hard-fought game, and the hustle plays that we made, the stops we were able to get, got us this week.
All right, big game for him. He says, "Here's RJ on what happened tonight, man. He struggled a little bit. Here's what he says."
Anything different for you after halftime?
I changed my shoes.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
Why'd you change your shoes?
I didn't lie. First pair weren't giving me what I needed. I went back to my good luck shoes. Like Mike. Yeah. My Like Mike shoes on. Helped me a little bit. Yeah, helped me a little bit in the second half.
He referenced Like Mike. Is that one of your movies from your generation? Like Mike, Little Bow Wow. Was that your favorite movie?
Yes, I did watch that.
I rocked with He Got Game. Like Mike was your generation, wasn't it?
It was my generation, man. I was in 6th grade when I watched that movie.
Like Mike. All right, so RJ said he went to the locker room, changed his shoes.
You know what's funny?
Shot 4-13 from the field at 12 points. We got to get him some shoes. Let me call my Puma Connects. We got to get him some shoes.
Oh, man. I remember watching Like Mike. It was like in middle school we had like all these what was it, like these impromptu like assemblies.
Yeah.
In one of those, it's a small like in a small classroom, and they threw on like Mike for us for no reason.
Yeah.
It was like a nice sunny day outside. I was like, I don't even know what's going on. But all right,
Yeah.
no school, no learning today. I'll watch some Mike.
Sounds like a terrible school, but great story. Let's hear from Cody Glock in the Discord. Cody Glock, redeem ourselves from like Mike. Let's go.
Hey guys, can y'all guys hear me?
Yeah, man. You sounding like you in the hallway or something, man. What's going on? How you
Yeah,
feeling
I'm
today?
definitely in the Jets right now. I apologize for the quality of this call, man, but I have to really reinforce that without Manscaped, I would be nothing in this life. You feel me? And shout out to KnicksFanTV. Shout out to the whole chat. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, man. Yo, man, straight into it. Let me tell you something about Mitchie because it's looking like he's gonna snitch you before you know it. He doesn't. He shuts his mouth.
You bailing on Mitchie, man?
Never bailing on Mitchie. You ain't hear when I said he shuts his mouth. He doesn't give a statement. He sees Hart balling out there. He like, yo, that's my heart, B. That's my heart. He could do whatever he wants on this court. As long as this team is flourishing and winning, I'm all smiles. I'm all for it, man. Yo, I don't care what nobody says about the Knicks, man. RJ could be trash. Julius could have an attitude. I'm happy with this winning, bro. You never know what happened in the NBA, bro. People might be good. People might not be good. Grimes, Quickley, Fields. They're good. They're legit. They carried us today. I lost the bet today. I lost. Julius was supposed to have 2 assists. He got injured. I put $200 on that, man.
Okay.
I know this is a family show, man. I'm going off the rails here, man. But this is the Knicks. Enjoy the Knicks. Be good, man. I don't got nothing to say no more. Shout out Nicky Pipes. Holla at you.
All right, man. Cody Glock with a rapid fire reaction. I'm happy about that, man. He was in the Project hallway. The echo was going wild, crazy. Lucky the Super ain't come in there and pack him up. Then he's talking about how much money you won tonight. Go on, man. Cody, you got to get up out of there. Get in the house, man.
What was going on? Cody's calls are something else, man.
It was a lot going on with that call.
Like here, and somehow you end up in like Kalamazoo, Michigan. I don't know how it happens.
My man's in the Jets. You in the hallway. The Jets. You talking about cash, you money, and all that. Get in the house, man. Get in the house late, man. Get in the house, man. You want to make sure you call back on Friday. Shout out to Cody Glock.
He almost said Mitchie was a snitch.
He almost did. He almost bailed on Mitchie, man. Wow. I sensed a little conflict in his voice tonight.
Yeah.
For the first time.
That was crazy. I was not expecting that.
Yeah. For the first time. I felt like he was conflicted.
Maybe his cousin needs to call in.
Nah, not tonight.
Everything.
Not tonight. We got time for his cousin tonight. Don't give him no ideas. But speaking of Mitch, he was Hartenstien on rebounding on the season, and who did he give credit to? Let's listen closely here. Whoa, somebody in the hallway.
Where you said like you felt like you were letting the city down with the way you were playing, and I think it's turned around a lot. But what do you think when you subbed for Mitch when he was out? Did that help you?
Yeah, it helped a lot. I mean, there was a couple of things. I mean, it was health, first of all, but then I think it was after one game where I played bad. I think I got a text from Julius just saying, like, just keep going, like, we want you here. So just him being a teammate like that, I think helped, gave me more confidence, and I think the whole season he's been really good at making sure that everyone feels comfortable.
All right, let me translate a little bit, because when SNY goes into the locker room, it doesn't seem like they're using a directional mic. So they're using a multi-directional mic. You got IQ in the background talking mad loud, so I could barely hear. You got a lot of outside noise. Well, basically, Ian's question, shout out to our guy Ian Begley, basically was asking, what led to the turnaround. Hartenstien did speak on his poor play and how he felt like he was letting the city down. He's watching KnicksFanTV. And he had to rebound. So he said one of the things he attributed it to was health. And then secondly, he said that Julius sent him some text to encourage him. And he's watching KnicksFanTV. So shout out to Isaiah Hartenstien, man. We believe in you, man. Keep going and keep doing the damn thing.
Look at Julius being a leader, man.
Yeah. Good job. Good job. I do what I can, but good job by Julius, man. Good job. Shout out to Felix the Space Ghost on the Discord. Felix, how you feeling?
Yo, what's good, fellas?
What's good, man? Where you calling in from?
From Uptown to BX.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Wanted to call and say thank you for you guys for always having a place for Knicks fans.
No doubt.
You know, really appreciate that. And in the Discord, you know, we chatting it up right now, talking about IQ's contract, man. I think it's going to be one of the biggest front office decisions we're going to have to face. If he continues this way, we're going to have a question for, you know, to really answer. Are we going to pay him $25 million, come off the bench? We're going to push him up to start over Grimes. If he continues this way, how are we going to pay him less than RJ? There's some big questions. And, you know, the cap, I know the cap is going up, but we still got some improvement to do.
Yeah.
And IQ is balling right now.
You're right. You're right. It is an interesting question. What will he do? Will he look to test free agency? I think they're going to take care of him this offseason. They have to. You don't even want to play that game. You got to take care of him in the offseason.
What you giving him, CP?
I'm not giving him starter level money. You can't do that. You know, can't do that. I like what Travis saying. 18, 20.
I would give him 20. I think you can't pay him less than Evan.
18, 20. Evan's gone. I'm not worried about Evan. He's out of here. You give him Evan. You give him Evan's money. It'll be money well spent.
Yeah.
you give him Evan's money so you could recover for the 3 wasted years he's been here.
Thanks.
But no, it's a very, very interesting play. It's a very interesting play, man. I can't call it how they're gonna go quick. I mean, in terms of money wise, but I think they will look to wrap it up this offseason. I think they have to.
It would definitely be cheaper. It makes sense.
Yeah. Al, what do you think, man?
I think it will be somewhere between 18 to 20 because it can't be starter. You can't creep up to where RJ, Julius, and Brunson are.
Yeah.
But as Felix is talking about, like it can't be. You got to think about like what Evan's getting and where he's at right now too. So it's that consideration. So you get rid of you move off of Derrick Rose next season. This is the last year of his contract. If you can move Evan Fournier, open some cash up there. I think you can find the flexibility to pay Immanuel Quickley this offseason.
Yeah. Yeah, and look, he deserves it. Back out the Brinks truck, pay him in a fair deal. Give him a fair deal. He's earned it. He's earned it, man. So shout out to Quick. Great job, and it's an interesting debate to have. You know, it's definitely an interesting debate to have. But I'm happy about the present. And the Knicks won a big game tonight, man. 101-92. Put the Heat in the rearview mirror. Up 4 games in the standings on the Heat. 5 games left. The magic number is a magic number 2 or 1. TM said it was 1. We heard on the MSG telecast it was 2. Can somebody confirm in the chat what is the magic number so we can give the people the right information? Is it 1 to clinch? Is it 2 to clinch? Let us know in the chat. Lefty on the Discord, man. Lefty, how you feeling? Lefty, are you there? Channel member Lefty. See, I want to go to, Lefty, we try to go to you, man. Lefty's a channel member. And for those of you that have joined the Fanchise channel memberships, number one, much appreciated. Shout out to Eric Garcia, who's the most recent person to join. One of the benefits of the channel memberships, one of the many, is that when you connect your YouTube to the Discord, and you can do it. We got people of all ages in the Discord. So for those of you that aren't as tech savvy, you got to get up on it. It is easy. You go into Discord, you sign in with your YouTube account, you connect your YouTube account, and if you're a channel member, you will have access to the members lounge in the Discord. Once you're in the members lounge, that gives you the easy pass to call in. You will have priority over everybody else. Now, we want to give Lefty that priority, but they can't. They're never able to get their microphone right. I see him muting and unmuting his mic. We just don't hear him. So Lefty, man, we try to get with you, man. We trying to get with you here. You got to get with us. And for those of you, you know what? I might as well share this right now. Let me see what I can do here. Where's the Discord?
Is this a surprise? Is
No,
this
no,
a
no,
gift?
no. No, we don't have that tonight. Where's the Discord? Trying to find the Discord here. All right, while I do that, let me get to the phones and get to some more callers. I want to show the people, like some people may not know exactly where in the Discord to call in, so I do want to show them that. Let me get to my guy Ron from Baltimore in the building. Ron, what's going on?
CP Alex, I'm ready for the playoffs.
Let's go.
I know we still got work to do, but we broke the spirit of the Miami Heat.
Yes.
In the fourth quarter.
I love it.
So many times the Miami Heat have done it to us over the years, trapping us, turning the ball over, taking our soul. We did it tonight, and it was a character win, like you guys talked about, Alex and CP. I thought Brunson got fouled multiple times in that game, and yeah, Miami's physical, but it's Jalen Brunson. Call the foul. He got fouled a couple times in the playoffs. Call the foul. He's Jalen Brunson. He's an all-star. I don't give a damn what anybody says. I know he's an all-star. Give him the call. When he gets swiped on the arm, it's a foul call. It's a skill that he has. He has the footwork. He has the mind. Call the foul. Now, let me just say this. Quickley, Grimes, and Hart, defensively, the Heat spread you out. The Cavs will spread us out if we play them. I like the defense. They at least gave me energy where they played their little games where they spread you out, shoot threes. Jimmy, I thought Grimes was very smart, and Josh Hart, to me, just with the turnovers being in the right place, they deserve to win this game. I don't know where the Knicks rank throughout the year on rebounding. I don't know where we rank. I'm curious about that, but I'm proud of this team rebounding. And if we're going to beat the Cavs, we're going to need to rebound the ball the way we've rebounded all year. I mean, we need to pound the Cleveland Cavaliers if we play them. I know I'm getting ahead of myself. I want to win the rebound matchup. And the last thing I'll say about the playoffs is this, CP. I know if we play the Cavs, they had Donovan Mitchell, and it's about who plays the best in the playoffs.
Right.
It's like here's the bottom line. It's who plays the best in 7 games. They don't deserve to win just because they have Donovan Mitchell. We don't deserve to win just because we have Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, and our Casa, and we've had a great year. It's about who plays the best. But I'll just say this. I feel like there's some karma. There is a little bit of you got to earn it. You got to play well. That doesn't mean anything. You throw it out the window. But I will say this. There's a little karma here, okay? I'm feeling like that we built something organically, and like I understand. I just CP. There's karma now with us where we didn't have good karma for many years with this team because we did the wrong things. We've done the right things, CP. We've done the right things. Why can't we just organically have some hope and positivity? You know why? Because I think we can. We just got to be positive people. And I'm positive. I'm stressed out. I need Julius's ankle to be good because I care about Julius. I think he is a leader. Yes, Julius does have his outbursts, but we're going to help him.
Okay.
People, we got to. It's nothing personal against Donovan, but I need to win in the playoffs. If I don't win in the playoffs, I'm going to be angry all off season when I call you. You have a good.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Hey, listen, the optimism is great. You can be as optimistic as you want, but they got to play the game and they got to win. So we'll see. We'll see. Money time is on the way, ladies and gentlemen, and we will see what happens. Ron's question was, where did the Knicks rank in rebounds? They are 3rd in the league in rebounds, offensive rebounds per game. We know that. They are strong there. That's how they get their second chance opportunities. Defensive rebounds, they are 6th. They are 2nd in offensive rebounding percentage and 13th in defensive rebounding percentage. Let's take a look at where Cleveland stacks up here. Just a real quick glance. We don't want to do a full preview here because we got our Game of the Week preview coming up tomorrow night. So make sure you guys tap into that. Cleveland, 20th in offensive rebounds per game, 24th in defensive rebounds per game, 15th in offensive rebound percentage, and 12th in defensive rebounding percentage. Now, it's probably better to take a deep dive, a more recent last 10, last 20 games to see, because this is kind of cumulative and encompasses the entire season. So, that's also taken into consideration a lot of the earlier season stuff. But, we'll see. We'll see what happens there, man.
You want to know where both teams are in the last 10 games, just total rebounds wise?
Yeah.
For the last 10 games, The New York Knicks are 4th in total rebounds with 45.9 rebounds per game. Utah Jazz are leading with 48.9. The Cleveland Cavaliers are dead last with 36.5 in the last 10 games.
There you go. There you go. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. How are we not at 1,000 likes right now, people? Oh, man, we getting lazy. We getting lazy these days in the chat, people. Let's get those likes up. We got 2,300 people in the chat right now. Hit that like button under your video. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys and share this video. We should have been at 1,000 an hour ago. Come on, people. We're trying to tell you something here. We're trying to tap into the algorithm and let YouTube know the #1 show for the fans by the fans is still rocking. Yeah, we still rocking. Hour and a half into this. We got 2,300 people in the chat. They don't do that anywhere else, right? This is the #1 show for the fans by the fans. Hit that like button. We're doing our jobs. Knicks are doing their jobs. People at home, you got to do your job.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? That's what I'm talking about, Al. You hit it on the head. Pause. Are you not entertained?
All right. Watch out, man. We know that last time.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Now, one quick thing. So somebody was asking about the Discord, right? And for those of you that are not familiar with the Discord, let me just show you one quick thing. This is the layout of the Discord and the KnicksFanTV chat on the Discord. So in the middle here, you will see the KnicksFanTV chat. You got a lot of people in here talking. They're chopping it up. They're excited about the game. The chat is going on for 24 hours, right? You got some memes in here. You got some good stuff in here. We got thousands and thousands of people in here talking. So shout out to everybody in here who's actively participating. Now, on the left panel of the Discord, you will see where it says lounge. This is where most of you who are not channel members can come in. You can talk to other people who are in the lounge. The people in the lounge right now can talk to each other through their microphones. And then from there, when we want to talk to you, we will drag you into the live show area where you will be able to speak on the show. But you got to be ready. You got to have your microphone ready. No speakerphone, no project hallways. Just be prepared. All right? You just got to come prepared and be ready. A lot of you guys are watching the show on YouTube and not ready on the Discord. You got to be ready. Test out your audio before you come on. Now, the last thing I'll say is that, once again, for the channel members, if you connect your YouTube to the Discord, you click on this Members Lounge area on the left-hand side, and that gives you the easy pass. That gives you priority over all callers, whether it's on the phones or on the Discord, and we'll get you right in. All right, so for channel members, Members Lounge is where you want to be. Not the regular lounge with the regulars. You want to be in the Members Lounge, and then we'll get you in. Now, you have this Easy Pass VIP. That is for select. That is for select company. The top of the tops. All right, some of our guys got that. I remember Ari had that the other day. We still don't know. We're still doing an investigation to see how Ari was able to obtain his clearance. But he's our guy, so we won't get too mad at that one. Okay, I see my guy Eric Beats has hit the Members Lounge. Eric, if you're ready for us, let's go, man. How you feeling? Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hold on.
Eric, you're a DJ, man. You let me down. Come on, man.
Remix.
Yo.
Oh man. Eric, what's happening there, man? Are you under duress? Do you need us to call somebody? Oh man. Eric, man.
Oh, my phone. No, I'm good.
Okay, here we go. I was giving you some time. You my guy, man. You a DJ, Eric. Come on, man. Let's go.
So yeah, man. This is a huge one tonight for the Knicks, man. This is a huge one tonight for the Knicks. You know what I mean? So I'm really hyped right now. This is a big win tonight for the Knicks, man. It's the fact that Julius Randle go down with the injury, and also on top of that, it felt like a precursor of what's going to happen in the playoff game. Slow down. I'll go down offense, struggling offense, turnovers, tightening defense. So I think this is a really good test for the Knicks to Yeah, closer to what's going to happen in the playoffs, and I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready. We all ready.
Let's go. Let's go. Appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the call. The quality was not good, but we got it. He's ready. He's ready. That was the point of the call. He was ready. I don't know. I don't know what Eric was on. Was he on the earbuds? I told you guys the earbuds are not your friend. Ditch the earbuds. Gotta get a good bike. Eric sounded like he had the like a sound machine on in the background. It was very airy. I couldn't get with it. That's my guy, but Eric, I couldn't get with it, man. I couldn't get with it.
I don't know if it was the earbuds. I don't know if it was a prepaid phone.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, man.
It might have been a burner. Maybe the feds were already in there, Eric. You might want to check that out. Get that checked out. Swap out your SIM card and see what's going on, man. World-class DJ, though. World-class DJ. Go check him out.
Hold on. There we go. He said he was on his laptop.
There we go. See? There we go. Okay.
Is that going to be added to the list now? Can't call in on the laptop?
we might have to add that to the rules. So yeah, we might have to add that to the Discord rules, man.
Eric with the first. Someone calling in from the laptop.
Yeah. Yeah. What
Hello?
Yep.
Hello?
Sound like a sound machine. I don't know. He first called in. He was like under duress. I didn't know if I had to call 911 for him or something.
Oh man.
I
was trying to hear. I was like, I'm lost at this point.
Yeah.
I'm just, Yeah.
I
didn't even know what was going
on. Since I have you here, Al, there was an Instagram. One of our Instagram fans was requesting player ratings tonight.
Oh boy.
It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while, man. So since you're here, it's very convenient. Let's get into it, shall we?
Very convenient that I'm here. I know. It's amazing.
Yeah. Let's get into it. Since I have you here.
Where else would I be, CP?
Here we go. Now we're gonna let's start with RJ, man.
Oh boy.
12 points, 5 rebounds, 4-13 on the night. Let's start with RJ tonight.
Oof. I don't know how it's bad. Sheesh. 12 points, 4-13 from the field, 2 of 6 from downtown. He had some moments. I'm gonna go with a 5.
Okay, I'm with that as well. I was expecting more from him tonight. I wanted to see him have a big game tonight because he's been playing well. He's been playing well. So, and even in their last win against, he had 26 points. I thought he was going to do better. He just could not finish at all tonight. He couldn't finish at all tonight. Now that's the most frustrating part of his game, man. He just can't finish. But he did get that timely 3 in the fourth quarter. That was big. Hey, I'll bump him up to a 5.5. That was
Still staying at 5, man. Still staying at 5.
All
After the streak that he's been on, the games that he's been clutching, especially against the Lakers.
Yeah.
We see him in Portland. You know, we need him. We need him for the stretch, man, especially going to the playoffs. He's got to be better, especially the 3-point shooting. 3-point shooting, I don't know where it went. Like he went 2 for 6 tonight, shot 33%, but it was better before the lacerated finger. I don't know what happened. We need that to come back around.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with that. Tough grader tonight, man. Okay. That's what type of time you're on. Okay. Isaiah Hartenstien. 6 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals in 29 minutes. Played 10 more minutes than Mitch tonight.
Hartenstein,
yeah,
as Mike Breen would say,
yeah,
is getting an 8 from me tonight.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he's getting an 8 because guess what? The defense against Tyler Herro for that one moment, as I pointed out earlier, that was phenomenal. The defense that he had against Bam Adebayo, that was phenomenal. The passing to find an open heart-to-heart connection, that was awesome. Okay, I think his passing, even in the efficient scoring, if he had that bunny, it would have been 4 for 5. Would have had 8 points. But I thought the 9 rebounds, the 2 assists, the 2 steals, the 1 block, all that was critical for this game. And he closed. So we'll give him an 8 for tonight.
And a plus 12 on the night. I agree. Yeah. I'm going with an 8. I thought his minutes were crucial because Mitch didn't have it. His minutes were crucial because Obi couldn't check Bam either.
Mm-hmm.
There was one play, I don't know if y'all caught it. There was one play where Obi's guarding Bam, and a shot goes up, and Obi started to dip for the fast break attempt to get out in transition. And I'm like, yo, you got to box out your man. Bam is right there waiting on a rebound. And luckily, I think it was either Hart or Hartenstien that got it.
Yeah.
I think after that, he got a quick hook almost after that anyway. So Hartenstien was very important. I thought his pick and roll defense all game was good. And his one-on-one defense on Bam was commendable. I'm going to give him an 8. Big part of that run in the fourth. Josh Hart, 13 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals tonight. Josh Hart.
He gets an 8.5 tonight.
Oh, okay. All right.
8.5. I'm going to give him an 8.5. All right. Actually, you know what? No. I'm going up to a 9. I'm going up to a 9.
Whoa. Okay.
Going up to a 9.
Okay.
Had to think about it for a quick second.
Wow.
13 points, 6 for 7 on the field. 1 for 1 from downtown. That was a crucial 3 that we needed just to start to swing the momentum our way. Gets that one-man, bam-man, fast break, transition score. Defended Jimmy Butler really well tonight. Got 8 rebounds, 3 assists. I thought his playmaking was up there. You know, we talked about how important he is to this team. Just playing a game that you're just not going to find, even though he padded the stat sheet tonight.
Yeah.
Everything that he brings, there's a lot more that we can't even that won't show up in the stat sheet, right? His ability to fight around screens, his ability to guard defenders that are bigger than him, right? His ability to read passes are about to come while he's guarding off ball. All of that stuff while making the hockey assist. Josh Hart is so crucial for what that bench unit does, and he closed the game tonight. Big reason why this New York Knicks team won. So you got to give it to him. Yeah. Also, the fact that he went to high-five Jimmy Butler, and Jimmy Butler did not want to high-five him back to get the salty Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy was salty, man.
All
Jimmy
for
was
it.
salty.
You get a 9.
He was salty. I'll give him an 8.5. Solid 8.5. This was a gritty game. This was a Josh Hart type of game. And in that type of game, he allowed this team to separate themselves from the C team. And that was through playing physical, getting the team out in transition, rebounding the ball well. He had 6 points and 4 rebounds in the fourth quarter. 6 points, 4 rebounds in the fourth quarter. That is what being an impact player is all about. Understanding the magnitude of the moment. And you know, playing hard. I'll give him that 8.5. This was a Josh Hart game, and he delivered for him. 6 points, 4 rebounds in the fourth quarter. Outstanding job.
Mm-hmm.
Quentin Grimes. Grimes Hive. Yeah. Quentin Grimes.
I think we're going to go with, would you say the Miami Heat are a quality opponent, CP?
Yes, I would. Yes.
Okay.
In this scenario where they're neck and neck, the two teams are evenly matched. You're fighting for playoff seeding. You're jockeying for position. This is a quality win. With your big three not playing well, it's a quality win.
So with that being a quality win.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Big three not playing well.
Yeah.
You're finishing the game with 8 for 14 from the field, 5 of 10 from downtown, 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Hitting some clutch free throws, by the way, which were much needed. 8 rebounds, 4 assists.
Yep.
Should have had one more if Hartenstien didn't mess up that layup. 1 steal, 23 points.
Yeah.
As you said, gets a quality opponent when your big three didn't have it.
Yep.
This man gets a 10.
Oh, okay. All right. There you go.
A 10.
There you go. Now you're talking my language. It's a 10. Easy 10. You look at what this guy's doing right now over his last couple of games. The cannon is back from 3. He shot 50% from 3 this game, 43.5% in his last 10. He was needed, especially when his team, right? Like I said, your big three's couldn't deliver. They were woeful from the charity stripe, so you weren't getting easy points. So he got it the hard way. Pause. But he was great. He was absolutely great. 8 of 14 from the field, 5 of 10 from downtown, 23 points, 4 dimes, 8 boards. This was one of the best games of his career. Easily. On a quality win against a quality opponent. Quentin Grimes gets a 10. That's a 10 for me. What do you guys think in the chat tonight? All right. Last but not least, sir. Immanuel Quickley, man. What'd you think?
Woo. Oh, man. He would have had an 11 last game against the Houston Rockets. I'm just throwing that out there just so that people understand. So for tonight, against, once again, a quality opponent, much needed. The floor general comes back injured, didn't have a good game. He started off very slow. Didn't close out in the fourth quarter. Who they go with? Immanuel Quickley. Played 32 minutes, 8 of 14 from the field. Got you 24 points, 2 of 5 from downtown. Free throw shooting, wish it was a little bit better. Got 1 rebound, 4 assists, 3 steals. Is a quality opponent to put you up in the standings. When your starting point guard didn't feel it. When Julius Randle, the second scoring option, went down, who did they call? Immanuel Quickley. What does he get? A 10. It's a 10 for tonight's performance.
Sorry, man. I got to dock him 0.5 for the 5 missed free throws. What's going on with that, man?
I hear you. That's a fair argument. But in a moment where you don't have your point, when you don't have your starter and you need to close out the fourth with essentially him being, I know RJ's been here the longest, but
yeah,
to me, he's the next guy. He's the guy. Everyone's looking at him like, yo, what do we do? He's organizing the offense, putting guys in position.
I gotta be a fair grader here, right? Yes, all of your points are well taken. He was great tonight, especially with the big three didn't have it. They needed him to step up. He became the point guard. He became the scorer. Electric. Gave us the energy. Gave them the energy that they needed. Everything that they didn't have when the starters were in. Immanuel Quickley came in there and delivered. He just couldn't knock down his free throws. I just got to dock him a little bit. I got to bring him back down to earth a little bit. He might be watching. We got to bring him back down to earth a little bit.
You gonna do that to the Himinator? You really gonna do that to the Himinator?
Yo, he's been on point though, man. He's been on point. 1 turnover tonight. Again, 1 turnover in the last game.
So that doesn't raise it from 0.5?
Nah.
Wait a minute.
No.
Let me negotiate with you, CP. Let me negotiate with you. How about you dock him 0.1?
So you said
9.9.
Yeah, but 5 free throws, bro. 5? That's
0.4?
That's a lot, man. That's a little too rich for my blood, man. 5? Sheesh.
As Trav said, you're the Russian judge in this contest.
Come on, man. Somebody said LeBron was showing quick love in his IG. I don't see anything like that. I must be looking at the wrong thing. Am I looking at like a LeBron? Yeah, I was definitely looking at the wrong LeBron account. So there's an account on Instagram called LeBron, and it's a fan page, and they got 836,000 subscribers. Crazy.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. How do I find this guy on Instagram? What's LeBron's thing on Instagram? Is it LBJ or something?
I thought it was King James.
Oh, is it? Okay. I follow KnicksFanTV on Instagram. I don't follow anybody else, so I wouldn't know. But I'll leave it up to I trust you on this one. Okay, here it is. King James. Let's see what King James has to say. Nothing about Immanuel Quickley. I think people just pulled the old foot trick on me in the chat. Thanks a lot. I'm just a conductor here. You guys treat me like this. They said he bigged up Quickley on Instagram. I don't see it anywhere. Somebody said it's fake. Wow. They cross me up. It'd be your own people sometimes, man.
The conductor, he says.
It be your own people, as the kids say.
The conductor out here.
Jeez,
getting crossed up.
Getting crossed up.
Someone didn't hand you the ticket, CP.
Yeah. Seems to be a trend these days, man. Let's try a couple more people, man. See if they got the act together on the Discord. Kaloy84 on the Discord. Let's go. Rapid fire.
Hello?
Yes. Where are you calling in from?
Hey. Kamusta mga pare ko, mga tropa ko from KnicksFanTV. I'm Juan Carlo.
Yes. We're doing very well, sir.
Yeah, just want to say something about the current Knicks roster. I like them. And then for all you young dudes out there who were born year 2000, you don't know how much we hated the Miami Heat.
Right.
It's just I hated Pat Riley. I hated Vashawn Leonard. I hated PJ Brown. I hated
Vashawn Leonard.
Alonzo. I hated
he was like a bootleg
Tim
Starks.
Hardaway. I even hate Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah, me too. Me too, man.
And then about the Hart Foundation, calling them the Hart Foundation, right? Hartenstien and then Josh Hart. I want to apologize to Isaiah Hartenstien for first season because I just feel like he's not protecting any rims. And then you said before that Isaiah Hartenstien is protecting a Lil Tykes rim. Remember that, CP?
Yes. Yeah.
And then now he's protecting a real NBA rim.
That's right.
Right. And then shout out to IQ and OB. Not OB, but IQ. But OB needs to step up.
Yep.
Because and then maybe this is a wake up call for this injury to Julius. Maybe a wake up call to what's this to Thibs. Because it's a good thing because there are less turnovers and less ISO game, and then the ball is moving.
Moving.
That's it.
Yeah. Where'd you say you were calling it from? You calling in from Philippines? Where are you calling it from?
I'm from the Philippines. Yeah.
Okay.
Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah. You kind of sounded like Pacquiao a little bit. No doubt, man. Definitely appreciate the call, man. Call back anytime. I like hearing from another. Sure. Yeah, I like hearing from a fellow Heat hater like myself, man. So you can call back anytime, man. Let's go. Shout out to Caloy85. Shout out to everybody in the Philippines, man. We got a big following out there.
Facts.
That's what I thought, because when he was talking, and you don't want to assume things, but he did sound like Pacquiao a little bit. So, I kind of put, 2 and 2 together. That's why I was asking him, are you from the Philippines, sir? And he did that. But he dropped some facts, man. Those old Heat teams, Vashawn Leonard, Tim Hardaway. I still couldn't get over us drafting Tim Hardaway Jr. because of my hatred for Tim Hardaway and the Heat. Even when he did 2 tours with the Knicks. I was never part of the Tim Hardaway Jr. hive, ever.
And then
never embraced
how'd you feel finding out that Tim Hardaway Jr. is doing scouting for the New York Knicks?
Well, considering we haven't won anything, it kind of makes sense. Sabotage. Get him out of here.
Well, that was his off season, right? It was like Tim Hardaway.
Yeah. Nah, it was kind of funny. It was kind of funny and ironic to hear that, though. Absolutely. Definitely. All right, man. Let's get up out of here. This was a great show. This was a great win. Shout out to everybody who called in. Let me get to Superchats. Big win tonight. Shout out to Quickley. Shout out to Grimes. Hartenstien. Let's go. This was a big one. Speedy recovery to Julius Randle. And I'm laughing because let me show you guys this tweet. Shout out our guy, friend of the program, and the number one fan of the Julius Randle hive, Robert Randolph, Mr. Friday Night Knicks himself. We will hear from him on Friday on the telecast when the Knicks. Yeah, matter of fact, when is Robert gonna call in? He always sends his super chats. He always sends his super chats when Julius has a good game. But when it's quiet, you don't hear from him. right?
You don't.
So,
No, never do.
So for some reason, right after the game, as I'm getting ready for post game, for some reason, our guy Robert Randolph ats me and says, what player can we get for RJ, Mitch, plus 2 ones? And I'm like, yo, the Knicks just won a big game. This was a statement win. Playoff implications abound. Now he wants to talk fantasy basketball here. So here was my reply. Hey, at Houston Rockets, we would like to trade fans. We'll take anything.
And if you really want to see it, CP, scroll down and go into your mentions.
Yeah.
See the GIF that I dropped for the Houston Rockets reply.
No doubt. Let's check it out, man. Shout out to Robert Randolph, man. Where you at it here? I can't. There's a lot of replies here. the Rockets reaction. Oh my God, a cringe MJ face. I haven't seen this one. This is new, man. This is new. Yes,
sir.
Shout out to Robert, man. Let me get to the super chats and we can pack this up. Shout out to the replay gang as well. Shout out to Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com. Use promo code KFTV for instant deposit match. For 20% off plus free shipping. I got my reads crossed up a little bit. It's time to go. All right, so let me make sure I got everybody here. Shout out to Lawan Williams, $20 super chat. No JB, no JR. It's IQ and him. I'm out the window. Harlem 9000, $5 super chat says, who wins in a 2-on-2 off-day practice game? Jalen Brunson and Grimes or IQ and Hart? I'm going JB and Grimes if healthy. $10 super chat from Nick says, great win. The window's open. This was a huge confidence win, especially without Julius and Brunson and IQ. Enough said. Shane, appreciate it. Brian Birdside, appreciate it. Shout out to Ari. He says, my take is CP's take, fire take. Shout out to Ari, man. Mac, $10 super chat says, someone in the chat said, here comes the cardiac Knicks. I replied, there's no cardiac here because Julius is not the closer and he's not in the game. Mac from Okinawa, Japan. Konnichiwa. He didn't say konnichiwa, Al. I did. I'm kind of well versed. I'm almost like a diplomat.
You're a world traveler, aren't you?
I'm a world traveler. I haven't gotten there yet. I haven't gotten to the land of rising sun, but I have done Hong Kong. I rock with Thailand heavy. I would like to check out Japan one of these days. Eric Garcia, welcome to Fanchise channel membership. Boxing fan 189, $5 super chat says, can you pay IQ? You can't pay IQ less than Austin Reeves. God. Louisiana Knicks. He found the Fanchise channel memberships. He hit me up on Instagram and says, how do I join? How do I join? So I was trying to give him an orientation while the game is on. I'm multitasking.
Ow.
Here. Yeah. Look at you. You know, my guy Grimes is out here running and gunning. My guy's trying to figure out the technology. You got to multitask here.
Look at that.
Yeah. Got to do what you got to do, man. Jay from East New York, appreciate it, man. He says, starting 5 for the last 6. Well, it's going to be the same minus Julius to me. It's going to be Obi in there for Julius. Mike Rambo, Quick, Grimes, RJ Toppin, Mitchie, draft rotation. And Hoodies Vintage, shout out my guy Hoodies Vintage, says, met with Hardaway Christmas game 2018. First words, I used to hate you and for Sean Leonard. LOL. F the Heat forever. Good win. Time to rest players. And I like that. That's how we end the show, my guy Hoodies Vintage. Let's go.
Let's go.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, remember that this show is presented by Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com. Use promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. Also, remember that the show is available in audio podcast format. All the major podcast platforms, so no reason to miss it. Also, snapbacks are back in stock. The navy blues are back, ladies and gentlemen. Go to KnicksFanTV.com/shop to get your hats. I know under the video, it's a little bit of a conflict right now where we are. We're upgrading the store. We're merging. We're consolidating the platforms. Make sure everything is running smoothly underneath and tied into YouTube. So underneath the video, you'll see the dad hats and you'll see the beanies. because it's two different vendors, but we're consolidating everything so that you will eventually see the snapbacks underneath the video. But for now, you can just go to KnicksFanTV.com/shop and get yours. We got royal blue, navy blue, and black. Get yours in time for the playoffs. Shout out to Matt Vasquez. He just got his. He went to the game with it tonight. Shout out to Matt Vasquez and all those guys. Al, great show. Tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, the game of the week preview, Knicks versus Cavs. Make sure you tap into that. We'll have that premiering sometime in the evening time, Eastern time. So we will catch up with you guys tomorrow. Al, great show. JD, great job on the play-by-play. The squad is strong. The Knicks are strong. We out of here. Peace.